Hey, y'all, hey! Give it up for yourselves for coming out to support the Big Pine Comedy Festival. Now, give it up for me because I'm 53 years old and I'm out here past my bedtime to tell you jokes. Yes. Listen, I'm a woman of a certain age and I embrace that. I love everything about being 53. You live life on your own terms. You stop caring what people think about you. You get you an AARP card. That gets you a free donut at Dunkin'. It's kind of nice. I just realized as I've gotten older, I've had to make some adjustments along the way. Like I am now at the age where I no longer buy shoes with shoelaces. I saw you look down, sir. Those are tassels. Those are not shoelaces. Shoelaces are a lot of work. I also find that if I drop something on the floor, I have to decide how bad I really need it to determine if I'm going down there to get it. I'm also at that age where I can no longer eat fried foods, watch cable news, or listen to aggressive hip-hop after 7:30. It messes with my spirit. You know, back when I was younger, my friends say, hey, you want to go hang out? I'm like, yeah, give me 20 minutes. I'll be ready. I can't do that anymore. By the time I find the right Spanx to put on, and I get to waxing my chin hairs, we had a minimum of 2 hours before I'm ready to go anywhere. And if we're going to be hanging out for more than 4 consecutive hours, I'm going to need a nap. And here's a line I found myself saying at 53 that I never said in my 20s when someone asked if I wanted to hang out. I'm like, look, I just recently started a new medication. And I got to see how the side effects do before I commit to going anywhere. You know, my preferences have changed as I've gotten older, too. Like, my eyesight's a little questionable. And I don't like driving at night, so I'm all about a good day party. Where my day party people at? Yeah, right? I figure any place I can go and dance a little while, get some French toast, and get back to the Walmart pharmacy to pick up my prescription. That's a good Saturday in my... Don't take much. You know, I'm trying to do some things right, and I'm back in the gym exercising, and I found that the secret to sticking to exercise is doing something you love, right? Like, I like the elliptical and Zumba, and I thought I would switch it up and try this hip-hop aerobics class. So it turns out I should not have done that. Listen, I wanted to dance and have fun and maybe drop a couple of pounds. Those folks in there were serious, like they were auditioning for So You Think You Can Dance. And here's the thing. Don't believe the stereotype that all black people have rhythm. I was such an uncoordinated mess that when they got ready to do a complicated routine, the instructor was talking to everyone in the room, but she looked directly at me. And she said, you know, everybody doesn't have to do this part. I wanted to try. She didn't even let me try. So I just went back to my Zumba class. And in my Zumba class, all us big girls have a spot we like to stand in the back left-hand corner of the room. It's like we have our own sorority back there. Delta Kappa struggling. Our sister chapter's in the right-hand corner. We love pie. That's who we are. You know, you caught that one late, huh? We love pie. You know, in addition to exercise, we gotta eat, right? So I decided to incorporate some kale into my diet. Where the kale people at? Show yourselves. Right. Right. You know, there's always some kale people in the place, and y'all ride hard for kale, right? You're like, because people who love kale really love kale. Like, you love kale, kale is great, kale for president. Like, y'all ride hard for the vegetable. So I'm like, I like mustard greens and collard greens. How bad could kale actually be? So I go out and I buy this kale and apple salad. It turns out it was pretty good. Problem came is I started chewing that salad at 7:30. And at 8:15, I'm still on that first bite of kale. And I'm like, is that the secret to kale, that you chew it so long that you forget to eat anything else? And that's how you lose the weight? You know what I found doesn't take a long time to chew? Ice cream! Right on down it goes. Listen, I was on a talk show recently with an author who wrote books on body positivity. And it was really good. And her take on it was, as opposed to us bemoaning those parts of our bodies we don't like, we should write love notes to it instead. Like, for instance, Dear Pinky Toe. Right? Even though I stub you a lot, you help to balance me out. Thank you. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Where would I start with something like that? I'm like, I got it. Dear Thighs. Even though I like the way you make me look in certain pants, I'm a little creeped out by the fact that you keep touching each other. No matter how hard I try to separate you, you just keep finding your way back to each other. I admire that persistence in you. I would also really like it if when I sat down, you didn't expand to twice your size. I'm like, okay, where can we go next? Dear Chin, I think it's so awesome that you love yourself so much that you made a clone of you. And now there are two of you on my face. And while you did keep me warm in the winter months, it's spring now. And I only need one of you. And I'll let you decide which one that is. Listen, I travel a lot around the country, and oftentimes it's to a lot of rural communities where there are not a lot of black people. And I'm going to give you guys some insight into black people. I don't care what room we walk into, we're always counting to see how many other black people are in the room. Those are black people laughing. There are enough of us in here that I just went ahead and marked myself safe on Facebook. I feel good, here's what I'm saying. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. My name is Tara Brown. Thank you so much.